Alrighty, friends. So I know I haven't been around in a while, and this is really what the whole premise of the video that I'm about to do will be based around. Okay, so first of all, it's great to be back. It's great to be here on your screen talking to you right now. It's been pretty much a week since I've done a video, right? Usually, on average, I've been pumping out 2 to 3 videos per day, essentially ever since I started this channel, right? It's been about a month and a half since I've started this whole extravaganza, right? And I've been putting a ton, like a ton of content out there, right? About a month and a half, I did just about 61 videos, and this will be in video number 62, which is a lot. And which is essentially why I want to talk to you all today, and really try to promote this video in particular among the rest of them, right? Because the reason why I haven't published the reason why this is the first video I've published this week, right? And really the essence of what I want to talk about this video is essentially how to maintain that high standard, that high level of certainty, the high level of extravagance when it comes to putting out information, right? And that's something I really had not considered ever since I started this thing, right? Because my big thing was, get stuff on there, get stuff on the YouTube channel, get stuff online so people can see it, people can watch it, and I can get like millions upon millions of views like extremely quickly, right? And that was like that was kind of a bad idea on my end, right? Because I was just putting stuff on the computer, online, on my YouTube stuff, right? And that was not the way to be, because I never really kept organized, right? And so this whole week I've been having to play the good old ketchup game. Okay, I love ketchup on my hot dogs. I love eating hot dogs at baseball games. Okay, so really the Heinz Ketchup Company taught me a lesson, like essentially this week. I saw my ketchup a ton in the refrigerator, right? And so, really looking at that ketchup and then having ketchup on my hot dog, because the last couple weekends, usually on Saturday or on Sunday, we had a couple folks over, a couple of family members over here at my house. We sat out on my pool deck. We had hot dogs, right? And I requested that we have Fenway Franks, right? Because they sell them at the grocery stores here in the local area, and all around Massachusetts. I don't really know about how much they sell them outside of New England, really, but especially since baseball, isn't going on right now. I need my Fenway Frank hot dog fill, right? I've been really missing them quite a lot lately, and so I put my ketchup, my relish, my onions, and all that, right? I put that all on my hot dog, and I really got to thinking, ketchup, and then I started thinking, I'm okay, how can I better organize myself? How can I better promote myself? How can I really make myself appear experienced and appear, intelligent on what I'm trying to do with this whole channel, right? And it's great that I have a ton of information out there, but if it's difficult for viewers like you guys, so again, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for all of you, being here on the journey with me so far. It's greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed, so thank you. But I never really made it extremely easy for you guys to navigate through everything, right? I really had to make you guys work. I really had to make you guys search for things when you shouldn't have had to, right? It should be my job to not only give you guys information to look for, but it should be simple. It should really be organized, so you can go through my channel. You can go through my channel easily, so that way if I post something that you want to watch, you can just easily go right on, casually scroll through and be like, oh yeah, there's the video I wanted, instead of having like really like dive deep into things and have to scroll through 10,000 different changes and have to click like 10 million buttons and all that, right? It shouldn't have to be that difficult. So that whole idea of the catch-up scenario really got my gears turning. And I'm like, okay, how can I make this, because that's really the whole idea about technology, right? It's making essentially the idea of it, right? I have a part-time job with or an internship with a technology company, and the whole premise around technology is, how do we make things easier? How do we make things simpler? How do we make our jobs and our lives less complicated, right? And that's essentially why, basically, for the last 20, 30 years, we've had such a crazy technology boom, right? You look back ever since basically 1990, from 1990 on to like essentially right now, we've had such a drastic change in the way we operate and the way our technology essentially drives our lives. It's crazy. It's just wild. It blows my mind every day. Right? And then you look at the Apple company, right? They were essentially the ones who revolutionized, the smartphone game, right? When the iPhone came out, and then they came out with their MacBooks and their laptops and their computers and all that, and they've changed our futures forever. I remember as a kid, you know what I mean? When the smartphones were coming out, we were like, oh my goodness, this stuff is crazy. Nobody's ever going to get this. Nobody's ever going to use it. And here I am recording myself right now on my iPhone. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would have never imagined technology like this would basically change our lives. I literally refused for the longest time to let it interfere, let it impact my life whatsoever. And now here I am utilizing it right now as we speak. It's like, you got to be kidding me. I just contradict myself a lot, like a ton. So we gotta keep that point going, right? Using technology in our lives needs to be simple, right? It needs to be easy, okay? Easy to navigate, easy to understand, easy to utilize, okay? And with my YouTube channel, I did the complete opposite, okay? I made myself work a ton, okay? And that's what I did this whole week, was I tried to make it easy for myself, but not putting in the work, and it have caught up to me really darn quick, right? Because I realized I was really kind of ruining myself and my potential online, right? And kind of ruining my future too a little bit, right? With not being able to easily allow everyone to access my information, all my content, right, on my page. So that's what I spent this whole entire week doing, right? Along with working with my other job and doing some kind of other errands and all that, and taking care of my family. The last week I sat down literally basically every day for a few hours and really studied on it. I'm like, okay, how can I make this process easy to navigate, easy to understand? And so, again, I researched it, looked it up, made it in a way that not only looked good on the page, but I made the page itself look good, okay? So it's all about presentation. It's all about the navigation of everything. It's all about the simplicity, okay? So I really rearranged, if you look at, go to my YouTube channel page right now, or after you view this video, right? I restructured literally everything from the ground up, okay? If you go to the About section of my page, I changed the description, okay? A tiny portion of it's the same, but the rest of that's different, okay? I changed that, okay? Gave it more of a professional, description, because, again, the more professional, the better. Make it seem like I kind of know what I'm talking about, right? Even though sometimes I might not, but 99% of the time I do. That 1%, it happens. Happens to the best of us. That's for sure. So I changed the description, right? And then I did put in my work email, okay? My sports working email. So, I can get, I can actually have, you sports professionals and you comedy professionals reach out to me, right? Because, without an email, it's kind of hard for y'all to do that. So I added in the email, okay? That's the About section that I changed, okay? And then the layout of, if you go to my home screen, right? The only thing I had in that on that home page, right, was the head of video that you see as soon as you go on my page. You see that header video. It was only that, my uploads, and that was it, right? And obviously that was where things got pretty darn complicated, because if you wanted to watch one certain video and all I have is my upload section, you have to keep clicking and clicking that arrow to go right or left, right? You have to click, and then you have to click, and you have to click a little more. Oh wait, no, it's still not there. I have to keep clicking just to watch this one darn video that Jason came out with 10 years ago. And that was where I feel like we really ran into issues, right? And so I was like, all right, there's got to be a way that I can, again, professionalism, I got to make this look good, and got to make it seem like I know what I'm doing, okay? So that's what I really, wanted to dive into, what I really wanted to research. And I'm like, there's got to be an easier way for people to access what I have to offer. Like this has got to be so much better. And so there was. I researched it, and it was having the ability to not only put my videos into playlists, right, but to showcase those playlists on my homepage. That was incredible. That was exactly what I not only needed, but what you guys needed as well. Because now it showcases all of my playlists, those playlists, also showcase all the videos right on my homepage. So it not only makes it easier for me to see, like, okay, this is what I have to work on, this is what I need. I need more, videos and more content in this area, and I need less in that area, right? So it's easier for me to do my job for you guys, and it makes it easier for you guys to help me do my job, right? By actually, finding the videos that you guys want to watch, and that benefits me greatly, right? And what I also wanted to do is, okay, the thumbnail, right, the picture on every single video that I had, when you go to my homepage, you see all my videos that I have. I only had one picture for it, right? It was just a black picture with the white lettering, Statham Sports Ventures. That looks incredibly boring, okay? When you have not only a boring picture like that, right, but you have all of all 61 videos with that same boring picture, nobody's gonna want to watch that. I wouldn't even want to watch that. I'm like, what the heck is this channel? And I immediately X out of it. I'm like, oh wait, that's mine. I'm like, I can't X out of that. I have to work on it. And so, I realized I really need to work on that piece, right? So after I finally figured out how to organize everything, I was like, okay, how can we make things look even better and even more sophisticated and even more organized than it is now, right? So I essentially put it into benchmarks. Got one thing done, that's good. Get this thing done, will look even better, right? And so for each playlist, right, each video series, I have all of those. For each playlist, I have that search section, those certain videos, as a certain thumbnail video, so that way it's easier to understand which video goes with which playlist, and so on and so forth. So not only have I divided everything up by groups, but I also divided all those groups by certain chunks, right? So that way, each group has its own picture. So that, again, navigation and simplicity for you guys and myself is crucial for this, and honestly crucial for my success from here on out. So that was, essentially my big project for this week. And, I really believed that before I continue making videos from here on out, I need to get down to business and really reassess and restructure and reorganize literally everything that I did the last basically month and a half now, right? Because if I don't do this now, I would have waited another month and a half. I would have been 122 videos, basically double what I have now. And guess what? My job would have been even more complicated. So I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to do this, sit down and do this now. No matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it is for me right now, I just got to do it. And so Basically the last thing I did, okay, was put like tag, like if for y'all who also make videos as well, you can go in and make like tags for each video, essentially like a search tag. So hopefully that will increase the visibility of each video, and then therefore increase the visibility of what I have to offer for the whole entire channel itself. So you're probably now wondering, you're probably sitting there watching me talk on and on about all this stuff, and you're probably wondering, what can I now do to help, now that the man, the myth, the legend, Jason himself has done all this work? Okay, nothing's more better than free publicity. Okay, you all watching these videos, right? All the stuff, all the 61 videos that I've came out, well, now 62, all the videos that I've come out with already. Watch that, right? Watch all those, see what I've done, see all the hard work that I put in the past week, all the several hours of work that I put in this past week for y'all's enjoyment. Okay, and then tell your friends, have your friends tell your friends. Okay, because I watch Netflix. Okay, I have Netflix. I know, crazy, right? Netflix is like, a big deal. But honestly, between the two of us, okay, Netflix is losing a lot of shows. Okay, they just lost Friends at the beginning of the year. Now, January 1st of this coming year, they're losing The Office. Okay, so Netflix, I think Netflix is kind of going down the hill a little bit. But what better way to get out of the Netflix habit? Out of the habit of watching Netflix. What better way to do that than just start watching me, right? Because I'll obviously be coming out with a ton more stuff in the future now that I actually have myself organized. So what better way than watch me, right? So watch my stuff, promote my stuff, right? Tell your friends and have your friends tell their friends, and so on and so on and so on, right? And and I'm pretty sure when you subscribe to my channel, right, I'm pretty sure y'all will get notifications. So make sure you subscribe to it too, so you don't miss out. On the stuff that I have to offer for y'all, okay? Because I'm doing this for, I have fun doing this, right? I love talking, and what better way to put my talking to use than talking right on here, so you guys can actually watch it over and 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 over again. So help me out, and I'll constantly help you out, right? It's a two-way street. So hopefully that answered the question of how to essentially act professional online and in like the YouTube setting, right? I think it's really important. I think it's an important thing to address for not only myself, but for all of y'all who might want this question answered, right? Oh, and the last thing I want to talk about, got a new mask, okay? Barstool Sports mask. Really excited about it. It's a stretchy kind of cloth, stretchy material. So extremely excited about that. Hopefully it'll last me quite a while. And yeah, just excited about it. And earlier today, I had a great quick day trip out to Boston. Okay, I walked around Fenway Park for about an hour or so. It was great. It was a great day outside today. Really, really, really nice. So it was just nice getting out of the house for a couple hours. It was great getting to Fenway Park. Obviously, there's no baseball, but just being on the property of Fenway Park itself. It was great. It was great just being there. I missed it a lot. Okay, so being there in person definitely made it a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Obviously, baseball is not here, but you get the drift, right? You're picking up what I'm putting down. So yeah. Hopefully that answered that question. Hopefully that answered the question of why I was gone for so long. And yeah, just help a boy out. All right, just help me out. Watch everything. Subscribe to everything. Tell your friends, have those friends tell their friends, and let's get this party started. All right, I'll catch y'all soon.